So you want to learn how to actually wake up in the morning before the kiddos. I am a pregnant, homeschooling, stay-at-home mom of 4 little ones, and I used to wake up at 4 a.m. before I moved from Florida to Kansas. But I still get up pretty early. I get up at 5. The first thing that I have had to do to make getting up in the morning an actual thing that I actually get up out of bed and wake up in the morning is to know my why. And not only to know my why, but to take the time to write it down. Now, my why has included a lot of my passions, along with hobbies and just the extra time that I've gotten throughout the day, the extra time that it gives me throughout the day. My why has to be extra strong, and also has to not just be about escape or about running away from the kiddos and trying to find time without kids. Or for me personally, my why, there has to be a fun, passion, joyous reason for me to get up out of bed. But that might be different for you. So know your why and take the time to write it down and make sure that it is visible. It is something that can quickly come to mind in the morning and really make you something that you want to get up for, The other thing that has helped with waking up in the morning is prepping the night before. I've got everything prepped. I've got my Bible out, my notebooks out, my pens out. I've got my face wash, my face lotion, my face cream is all out on the counter, taken out the night before, so that I literally just have to go step 1, step 2, step 3. So there's not a lot of thought and a lot of thinking and decision making that go behind my morning routine, because everything is already set up and ready to go for me. Even if I'm just waking up to do all my morning stuff, but then also edit a video, I'll have my computer out and ready to go in the morning and make sure that all the stuff that I need for that video is uploaded onto the computer and ready for me to work. So prepping as much as possible the night before has truly helped me. I have my water in the refrigerator with my liquid IV ready for me to just pour it and shake it. And so making it as grab and go and as decisionless as possible in the morning has truly helped to make me actually get up in the morning. The other thing that has helped for me to wake up early in the morning and to actually get up is to go to sleep. You guys, you cannot get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning having stayed up till 12. I guess you can, but sounds absolutely terrible to me. It is not something that you gotta sleep. You have to get a good amount of sleep in order to be able to wake up. And I know that some people have a hard time falling asleep. And I know that there is trials and things when it comes to actually being able to fall asleep. But look, do what you gotta do. Drink some warm milk, get that sound machine going, that rain sound going, read a book. You cannot tell me reading through numbers don't put you to sleep. You open up your Bible and you read through numbers, not the phone, but the actual Bible, and you read through numbers. I'm just playing. But for real, there are things that put people to sleep. But all that to say, wind down the night before. Keep your bedtime in mind throughout the day, so that sometimes it's unavoidable, and there are things that come up that you end up having to stay up later than expected. Or when you have young kids, they come up in the middle of the night and they disturb your sleep, and then it's hard to fall back asleep. Yes, I've been there, I've lived through it, I get that. But I'm more so talking about those that are not going to sleep because they're scrolling their phone all night, or they are, watching a good show, or they are, at night. I have friends that at night, that's when they get their energy. So that's when they're cleaning their house and getting all the things done. And that's when all the inspiration comes to them, is at night. And yes, that could be true. That could be how you are wired. But just because that's how you're wired Doesn't mean that you can't do things to change in a little bit, change stuff up in a little bit. So if you're wired to stay up till 12, maybe you can just make yourself go to bed at 10, so that you can get an earlier start to your day. Yeah, I'd say give it a try, God made us different. There are some of us that are night owls and there are some of us that are early birds, and that is very, very true. But and not but, because everything before the but don't matter. And at the same time, I would say that it is wise to get the day started for your children, get the day started for yourself prior to them waking up, and being mindful of that. And there are ways that you can be a night owl without being an all-night owl, if that makes sense. Yeah, because even an hour earlier to bed is an hour more of sleep. Set an alarm at least 5 minutes before your intended wake up time. Now, I was the type of person that if I have to be up at 5, I set my alarm for 5. But sometimes it takes me a while to register that the alarm is ringing, or even after I turn it off, it just I end up losing 5-10 minutes just actually waking up, whether from turning on the lights and just stuff like that. And my time in the morning, I don't have that much of it. I really don't. And so for me, setting an alarm at least 5 minutes before, just to actually wake up, that way the time that I am awake, I'm able to utilize all the time, has really helped me. Also, put your phone away from you in the first place. Put your phone out of the room. I used to be able to have my phone just out of reach, but I got to the point where just out of reach, I could wake up, turn it off, and then go back to bed. So I had to even move it even further, way into my bathroom. And so I now have it way in my bathroom, so that I have to walk all the way to inside my bathroom, turn on my light, do all the things in order to be able to turn it off. And so that has truly made me wake up, because now I'm walking, I got lights in my face, and I'm already in the bathroom. Wash your face, move on with your day. So having your phone and test it, because before just out of reach used to be enough and I would get up. But now I have to put it even further. Shoot, pretty soon it might need to be outside, but I just test it out and see what works for you. Which brings me to my next tip, is the bright light. So I purposely turn on the light in the bathroom as to not wake up my husband, but when the bathroom light is on and to go turn off the alarm, that wakes me up as well. And I wash my face first thing in the morning, because that wakes me up as well. Don't wash my face with cold water, because I'm not that, I was gonna say gangsta, but I'm not that hard that I could wash my face with cold water, but I wash it with warm water. Either way, it still works out for me that it wakes me up, washing my face in that bright light in the morning. The other thing that I used to do that I don't do now to wake up in the morning is I would work out. Working out for 10, 15, sometimes 30 minutes would really help. I want to bring that back, because yes, even though I'm pregnant, working out helps with labor and all the things. So I want to bring that back into my morning routine. But I'd have to wake up earlier. But I can do hard things. But yes, so working out really, really helps to get the endorphins running, get the blood flowing, and just wakes me up in the morning. Before I move on to the next tip, if you want to learn more about how to establish routines and systems like this mom morning routine that works specifically for you and your home, that are unique to you and your family, I've created the Peaceful Presence course, which does exactly that. Click the link in my description or the link pinned in the comments to find out more information about the Peaceful Presence course. Now, on to the next tip. Find accountability, okay? I had found that when I first began to develop mom morning routines and mom morning routine systems, that having my husband as an accountability or friends that I had to check in with on Marco Polo as accountability has truly helped for me to maintain my mom morning routine. And so that it's not just something that I do for 1 to 2 days and then I stop, but because I've got other people watching me and other people being like, so did you wake up in the morning? So you didn't? What happened? Da da da. People checking up on me, asking me questions and all the things. It has really forced me to actually keep my routine. So accountability is important. And yeah, so find an accountability partner. Even Instagram has been accountability to me at some points in my life where it's like, I've been telling him, hey y'all, I'm doing a mom morning routine and I'm gonna check in every morning and I have to show up. Like if I don't show up on Instagram, they're gonna know that I didn't do it. So I show up in the morning, I do my morning post so they know I'm there. Now, this is special tip. This is cold winter morning tips. Now, I would not say that I am an expert on cold winter morning tips as I have just moved to Kansas and these 20s and 40s are kicking my butt. But people have to get up to go to work. So there's got to be a way to wake up in the morning in the winter, right? And so one of the things that has been helping me personally is having warm socks on before I go to bed or available to me first thing when I get out of bed. A robe that I can just grab from the floor and wrap around myself. So it's like from one blanket to the next. Having the house heated and not like in ice, not like I'm waking up in an igloo. And I'm not saying like heated to like the 70s or anything like that, but like even the low 60s is better than the 20 degrees that's happening outside. So having the heat actually on. The other thing is setting up the coffee maker so that you smell that coffee in the morning has helped, along with all the other tips, the lights and the washing your face and the knowing your why and all that has truly helped with waking up in the morning. But more specifically is just making sure that I'm not cold getting out of bed, because if I'm cold getting out of bed, I'm not going to want to get out of bed. Now this next tip might not work for everybody, but for me it does. Sometimes you just got to lie to yourself. You just got to lie to yourself. All right. Like I tell myself, I'm like, okay, Wendy, just wash your face and then you can go back to bed. Just turn on your lights, then you can go back to bed. Just do the workout, then you can go back to bed. Then just edit this video, then you can go back to bed. Just do your devotional, then you can go back to bed. You know, like I keep lying to myself as I do more and more things. I'm like, okay, I wash my face. Okay, I'm a little bit more awake. I could work out, do the workout. I'm like, all right, I'm good. You know, like I just lie to myself until I don't need to lie to myself anymore. And then I'm good. So lie to yourself. Now you know what you need to do to actually get up and wake up before your kids. But you may need some ideas as to what to actually do in a mom morning routine. If that's you, meet me over here in my video where I talk about my 4 a.m. productive mom morning routine, so you can see all the tips, the tricks, and things that are included in a 4 a.m. mom morning routine. I'll see you over there. Bye.